Are we truly about to see some monumental burns for Shiba Inu? Is Shibarium finally going to deliver on what everybody hoped and anticipated we were going to get? Well, let's talk about 9.25 trillion Shiba Inu burns coming very soon. All of that in this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything going on in cryptocurrency, and smash a like if you're bullish. Remember, YouTube loves it if you click that like button. That being said, let's take a quick look at the overall cryptocurrency market. It's been such a strange day. We've seen Bitcoin rally to 44,450, nearly 500, and dump all the way back down to 43.5. It's been such a crazy day. Obviously, everybody anticipates an ETF launch this week. 3 more days, and we decide or see whether Bitcoin goes up or down in price. Overall market around 1.66 trillion. So when we take a look at Shiba Inu, that did unfortunately gain a zero, down about 5% on the day, and the volume around 180 million. So Shib volume still not having the greatest time. You can see here in the last 24 hours, actually a significant sell-off on Shiba Inu. Now, we've been covering Shib the last couple of days and really kind of getting into the burn narrative. We obviously saw a little bit of an increase in the burns. Equally, we know Shibarium is finally starting to get its act together, and we could even see some burns. So the Shiba Inu team, as always, don't forget there's 1.3 million holders of Shib, ultimately known for the approach of managing Shib ecosystem, has incinerated over 36 billion Shib tokens in the past 2 months. Now, finally, we got Shibarium kind of forming part of that, and ultimately there you see transaction fees generated within the Shibarium ecosystem burning Shib. However, an estimated 9.25 trillion Shiba Inu tokens are on the line for destruction, derived from $1 million worth of bone tokens reported by the team in November. So if you remember that, we talked about that live on the show, that ultimately through transactions, through getting the Shibarium network up and running properly and coding everything correctly, there was $1 million worth of bone that was ultimately therefore going to be used to burn. And we talked about this the other day. This hasn't happened. So there, the amount translates to approximately 101.5 trillion Shib, of which a small portion has already been burned in 4 separate transactions. This could absolutely do 2 things for Shiba Inu: ignite that excitement again with Shib that we saw back in the 2021 bull run. Equally, it will do a significant amount, a dent to the supply, and equally the price. Shiba Inu team is also significantly shifting their burning strategy. Until now, the process has been manual, with developers directly initiating each burn. Starting in January, this is set to change with the introduction of automated Shib burns. This is a big deal because ultimately, therefore, that becomes an automatic system, and the further scaling you do, the more that you build on the chain, all that happens is the burns get more and more. So there is a significant way for many other applications, projects, even community members to burn Shiba Inu. And I think that has to be very, very important. Now, here's where Shiba Inu does very well, in my opinion. Combined with the potential of this burn, they then start to push the marketing. What do I mean by that? Ultimately, they are offering a substantial reward for participants of the Shiba Punks art. What does this mean? Well, millions of Shiba Inu up for communities as they mint and equally support the Shiba Punks movement. It says Shiba Inu community is growing every day. As a result, team members sporadically come up with juicy rewards that will motivate the community to show their support for Shiba Inu in new ways and drive more mainstream interest in the ecosystem. Now, you have to remember, with Shiba Inu, it's on Now Payments, and it's on many other platforms in which you can use Shiba Inu for many, many other things. So actually building out and getting use cases is kind of already there. What they need is volume and applications, and Shibarium and all of those come together really could see Shib once again hitting the all-time highs. It says the latest development came regarding Shiba Punk's art. Shiba Punk's staking dApp launched in 23. Shiba Punk's art is Shiba Inu's app where it uses and can stake NFTs from a 10,000 collections of Shiba Inu themed NFTs. These NFTs are minted on Shibarium, Shiba Inu's layer 2. It's important to reference that their own blockchain, their own layer 2. They can make things cheap, they can make things quick, and ultimately keep you connected. That's what they've got to do, bring everything together to the Shibarium blockchain. Originally, NFT holders who stake their NFTs earn Punk tokens, the dApp's SRC20, as rewards, depending on how long they kept their Shiba Punks NFTs. However, according to Lucy, she's the marketing head of Shiba Inu, the staking dApp has gone through a massive update, and participants can now earn from 85 million Shib tokens and 2 leash as staking rewards. So here's where you start to unlock what is coming this year, I think, for both Shiba Inu and Shibarium. This is about getting people onto the network. We know that. We absolutely can see what's going on. People getting onto the network, people staking Shiba Inu, people using Shibarium ultimately defines the amount that is burnt every single month, every single day, every single transaction on the chain. And I think it's a very smart move to bring people onto the Shibarium ecosystem. It'll be cheap for the user, it'll be quick for the user, and it's going to burn Shiba Inu. I think it's very, very important. Taking just a quick look overall though, what is interesting is still only 12 validators. We were expecting this to really start to ramp up. If you remember back in the day, a lot of YouTubers, as many other people, were looking to become validators on the Shibarium network. Just 12 at the minute, but you can see there 22.5 million bone is staked on the network, and ultimately you can see there 2.5 million blocks already done on Shibarium. So we can't say that it's not being used. However, what we need to see, is now a mass bit of scaling, huge user adoption, and then we're going to see significant burns. So actually, when we start talking about 9.25 trillion, well, that might be a drop in the ocean of the potential that's coming with Shiba Inu. As ever, let me know what you think of all of that in the comments down below. I really do appreciate your comments, and don't forget, smash that like button if you want to see more Shiba Inu content on the video, on the channel. It absolutely tells me that you enjoy this content. And finally, if you haven't already and you've made it to the end of the video, hit that subscribe button. We talk about cryptocurrency every single day right here on the Tuber Crypto channel. As ever, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.